Michigan Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. The big 2 mile track that's located in the big 2 mile D-shaped racetrack there located in the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan. That is the location for stop number 16 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we're here today for the running of the Miller Lite 400 as we're set for 30 laps of action on this racetrack here today. And here's your starting lineup for today's race. It's a race on the pole for the first time in his career in this series, I believe. The number 84 Miller High Life Buick. It is Austin Reed on the pole for the first time this season. He's alongside number 52 Seth Cole, the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. You have one number 3 in-car cameras in today's race. Talking about Seth, that is. Our second one, and well, it happens to be in the second row actually, is number 3 car of Cole Deaver, the GM Different Chevrolet. He'll have our second in-car camera in today's event. He'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater, number 29, the Hardee's Pontiac. Zachary won at North Wilkesboro, while Deaver won at Atlanta. Third row, car number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Oldsmobile, and number 42, Kyle Matthews in the Peak Antifreeze Pontiac, back from that horrific crash he had at Pocono. Going into row number 4 has car number 55, Harrison Ponder, the Crown Petroleum Skull Classic Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 7, Rafael Duke, the Daytona 500 winner. Next row, number 57, Charles Sanford, the Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac, and number 43, that is Mike Becker, the STP Pontiac, the winner at Charlotte in the 600. Next row down is number 25, Colin Crawford. He's been on a tear as of late as far as good runs lately in the Folgers Chevrolet. He may be one of the guys to watch here today. He's alongside number 27, Nathan Orman, the winner at Bristol, the Kodiak Pontiac. Next row, number 88, Laura Chung in the Crisco Pontiac, fresh off a top 5 at Pocono. She's alongside number 28, Keith Batts in the Texaco Haviland Ford. Next row down has number 9, Jessica Shelton, 2-time winner this season so far. She won at Dover and at Riverside. She's alongside number 70, that is Daniel Voiles in the Rumpel Furniture AC Spark Plugs Pontiac. His car number is 70. Next row down is number 73, Daniel Bouchard, and beside him number 75, Quentin Moore, who won that race at Pocono, the Valvoline Pontiac. Next row down is Joshua Osborne, a Quaker State Buick, car number 26. He's alongside number 83, Stephen Colon, a Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Oldsmobile. Joshua winner, another 2-time winner as well too. Joshua won at Martinsville and on the road course at Sonoma. Next row, Amanda Evans in number 33, and number 66, James Henry. Next row down is number 11, Noah Sewell, and 17, Michael Whitman. Next row is number 10, Caleb Fogler, and number 2, Dylan Young, who was also involved in that bad crash at Pocono. The Kroger Pepsi Pontiac. And Dylan Bowie has our third in-car camera in today's event. Next row down is number 30, Allison Rain in the Country Time Pontiac, and number 15, Jackson Hayward in the Motorcraft Ford. Next row is number 89, Cement Oscon, the Evan Rue Pontiac. He's alongside number 21, Benjamin Miles, winner this season at Rockingham in the Citgo Ford. Benjamin also won the All-Stars at Charlotte. Next row has the Richmond winner, Phil Parker, number 5, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and number 71, Nathan Hudson, the Lifeboy Chevrolet. Then still in Poteet, number 94, the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 8, that is Ryan Brommer in the other Miller High Life Buick. Next row, Matt Vasconcelos, who had a real good run going on at Pocono until he crashed and got involved in a crash late in the going in that race here. And ruined what would have been a real good race here for him. And he hopes to vindicate himself from that. He's alongside number 14, Eric Monaco, the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. And starting shotguns, number 90, Kat Batson, and number 16, that is Alexander Rowe, the Chattanooga Chew Buick. So that's your starting lineup for today's race here in the Miller High Life, in the Miller Lite 400 at Michigan Speedway. Always a fun place to watch a race here, and always a fun track to race on as well too. As we'll be seeing speeds upwards of about 185 miles an hour around this track here today. So that said, here comes the command to fire the engines for today's event. Here, here's the command to fire them up.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Command has been given to fire the engines as the pace release is good off a pit road for the pace lap. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. A Pontiac and the Buick leads them down to the green flag here for today's race here at Michigan Speedway here. Pole speed for this race, a little over 100. Pole speed for this race, 179.8 miles an hour, almost 180 miles an hour for the pole for CTS Physics. That's pretty fast for Michigan here. As basically pulls off on the pit road here, Austin Reed and Seth Cole leaning on the green flag here. Again, in-car cameras will be carried by Seth Cole, Cole Deaver, and Dylan Young. As the green flag flies and the Miller Lite 400 is underway here at Michigan. This track is actually so wide, you start to see them fan out here. We'll see 3, 4, and maybe sometimes 5 wide racing. And they're 3 wide, 3 rows deep already. And Cole Deaver shoots out in front in car number 3, the Dale Earnhardt colors here at Michigan Speedway. And William Brock pushing him out behind the second position now. And here comes William trying to go for the inside for the top spot. The number 4 car, that marigold yellow number 4. And you got a whole slew of GM cars jumping out in front here. Chevrolet, followed by a pair of Oldsmobiles, another Chevrolet, and a Pontiac in the mix as well, too. And Deaver swings down low to at least the first lap of this race here. First lap at 165 miles an hour, but they're going to be a whole lot faster this lap here. Oh gosh, they are 4 wide already here. Seth Cole in a very vulnerable position as they come off the second turn there. Daniel Bouchard busts out to the middle of the pack, and Harrison Ponder, meantime, takes the lead from Cole Deaver. And here comes Laura Chung with the help from another woman, Jessica Shelton. And Laura Chung, look at that 88 car go as they go through turns number 3 and 4. And Laura takes the lead now. And Jessica's going to make an all-girl top 2 in the second lap of this race here. As the yellow flag flies for the first time here today. Chung winning respective start finish with Jessica Shelton second. And it's a 70 car Daniel Voiles who has spun. Poor Daniel Voiles, he seems to have a good qualifying runs a lot here this season, but he just could not buy a break in the race. As the J.D. McDuffie colors makes it back around the racetrack here to try to make us way on pit road. Take a look as to what happened to Daniel Voiles here. He was caught in the middle of the pack here. I saw 4 wide up in front here, but I think apparently there was 4 wide a little bit further back in the pack here. That's what happened to Daniel. Keith Batson got into the 26 car of Joshua Osborne, and then gets in a 66 car James Henry, drives Batson up the track, and then also at the same time turns Daniel Voiles in a 70 car, and hard in the wall goes that blue number 70. Just absolutely a bad hit for Voiles there. Batson got in the wall as well, too, in the 28 car. So now, I don't know if actually. We're gonna look a little bit further back from the pack here. We'll keep an eye on Batson's car in a 28 car. I don't know if he drove into Osborne's car or if Osborne drove up into him. Now Joshua drove right up in the Keats car and turned him right down to the 66 car. And that caused the whole chain reaction to happen there in the middle of 3 and 4, or middle of 1 and 2, I should say. And there you see again the hard hit the 70 car took there on the back end of that car. And Voiles comes back off on the pit road, 65 miles an hour pit road speed limit here at Michigan Speedway. And there comes Keith now coming off on the pit road here. And somebody's on pit road here right now. Behind him, that's the 16 of Alexander Rowe, and he was involved in that crash in some way, shape, or form. So, caution flag flying for the first time here. Laura Chung is your leader. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Restart about to happen on lap number 6 in this event here. We'll be on lap number 7, I should say, when this race restarts here at Michigan Speedway. Matt Vasconcelos made an unscheduled pit stop, and that put him a lap down here at this race here, so he'll try to get one of his laps back and try to catch a quick caution, hopefully, for him. It's Laura Chung, your leader. Jessica Shelton is second. Third is Harrison Ponder. Daniel Bouchard is in fourth. And Amanda Evans in the 33 car runs in 5th position. 6th is Cole Deaver. 7th right now is Colin Crawford. 8th is Nathan Ormond. 9th, Noah Sewell. And Charles Samper is in 10th. 2 cars out of this race, 2 cars out of this race already. Those cars being Nathan Hudson and Alexander Rowe. Those two crashed. I've already gotten into a crash a little bit further down the track here, so sorry we missed that. But Laura Chung gets the early lead right here, and Matt Vasconcelos, he's in the middle of the track right now between Shelton and Bouchard, and Deaver shoves Bouchard up ahead now, and Shelton has now been caught up in the high side now. Been a long time since Daniel Bouchard last won a race in this series, though, and he hopes to do so here today here. As they go through turns number 1 and 2 now, and William Brock, it's also been a long time since he last won as well, too, in that number 4 car. And he's going to push Cole Deaver to the top spot, the number 3 car. Deaver, who led the first lap in this race here earlier in this event. Gets the push from the number 4 car as they make a tandem draft to the low side. And Cole Deaver goes to the top spot here at Michigan Speedway. As the field thunders across the start-finish line here, Jackson Hayward begins to roll on that low side, that 15 car. The red and white Motorcraft Ford out of Bud Moore Racing here, and of course one of the cars out of Keith Batson's team of cars. Hayward right now running in 7th position at this point here, having a good run. He had a top 5 run at Riverside last race, a couple races ago. Pushing out the 27 of Nathan Ormond. And here comes Rafaela Duke. And the pole sitter Austin Reed now trying to go back to the low side again as they come off the 4th turn now. Shelton's in this mix here. Caleb Fogler, Colin Cropley, Joshua Osborne, Allison Rain is in that mix as well too. So is the 11 car of Noah Sewell, the Budweiser machine, and now Noah's going to follow Shelton now in that number 9 car. 3 beer cars all up in the line as well too. Coors, Budweiser, and Stro Lite. And throwing a cup of lemonade in there as well too with Allison Rain's Country Time car. And now Deaver loses the lead right now to Seth Cullen in the number 52 car. And here comes Jackson Hayward. What a run that 15 car is getting here. He is in the lead right now in the turn number 1. And he will bring Colin Cropley with him in the number 25 car. Cropley up to 2nd place now. LeDuc up to 3rd spot now in a battle for 4th between Noah Sewell and Noah Sewell, Seth Cullen, Joshua Osborne. As Sewell in the 11, Osborne in 26, and Cullen 52. And he's going to get Freight Train on the outside of the track now as they come out to number 4 here. On board with Seth Cole. There's the view from Dylan Young's perspective. He's got Austin Reed ahead of him, along also with Allison Rain, Quentin Moore, and Kyle Matthews is the yellow flag flies for the 2nd time here today. It looks like Daniel Bouchard and Eric Monaco looks like has crashed. Boy, Daniel Bouchard cannot catch a break neither, and neither can Eric Monaco for that fact too, as those two still ahead of the 70 car of Daniel Voiles. Take a look as to what is happening on lap number 12 of this race here at Michigan Speedway. And they were almost 4 wide in turn number 1 here. Same thing as we saw earlier with Daniel Voiles and Keith Batson, except Monaco shoves the 73 car. Oh my God, just flat puts him right in the wall. Scraped up the sides of both those Oldsmobiles as they come through turns number 1 and 2 right there. There's Eric Monaco's car, the Copenhagen Chevrolet, and there's the unsponsored car of Daniel Voiles. Or Daniel Bouchard, excuse me. And just comes back and just nails the 14 car for no reason. I say rightfully so, though, because, I mean, Monaco just was the one that shoved Bouchard right in the wall, and I say Bouchard was not the least bit pleased about it at all. I say there's going to be a fight in the garage area over that one, too. But caution flag is out for the second time here today at Michigan Speedway. It is Jackson Hayward as your leader, almost halfway through here at Michigan. Lights are off on the pace car here as Eric Monaco and Daniel Bouchard both comes back on the racetrack right now. They're both now on the tail end of the lead lap. So Matt Vasconcelos, again, he's on the inside lane here. He's 3 laps down by winning a Strolite Ford after that unscheduled pit stop here earlier in this event. But it is Jackson Hayward, your leader. Then it's Rafael Duke, Noah Sewell, Allison Rain in 4th position. 5th is Quentin Moore. 6th is Austin Reed. 7th, Kyle Matthews. 8th position is Mike Becker. 9th, Dylan Young. And Caleb Fogler matches his car number in 10th position. As we're averaging just a little over 105 miles an hour, the green flag back out. Fast lap race so far set by Ryan Brommer at over 187 miles an hour. Green flag back out, back underway here at Michigan, lap number 17. Jackson Haywood jumps out in front. Rafaela Duke. Now battling with Matt Vasconcelos, I should say, in the 6th car here. Vasconcelos trying hard to get ahead of the leaders and trying to get one of his laps back. He stays on that low line on the racetrack right there with those leaders. He might have a shot at possibly doing so, maybe. But now the Matthews is going to dip to the low side here, and it's going to spoil that for him to the low side now. He's got the push from Jessica Shelton and Joshua Osborne and Colin Crawford as they come through turns number 1 and 2 right there. As the field thunders through 1 and 2, I should say. 185 miles an hour plus here at Michigan Speedway. And here comes Rafael Duke for the top spot. Here comes Matthews to the low side. Kyle says the only thing he likes about the Michigan is the racetrack itself, though. Here, of course, if you follow college football, you know the rivalry between Michigan and Ohio. And Matthews is from Ohio for that fact too. I'm not going to give you which town he lives in, though, because of reasons. But he's now at the top spot now. Jessica Shelton in the 2nd position. And battle for 3rd between Cropley, Mike Becker, and Joshua Osborne. Osborne is shoved to the high side. He got the raw end of that deal. That green Quaker State Buick. They come to the backstretch now, and here comes Seth Cole, number 52, with the 4 car of William Brock up behind him there. And there's a good look at William Brock's car coming right into your living room. Dylan Poteet's in that mix too, the number 94 car. Now you get a look at Joshua Osborne's machine. Speed for Seth, look at the speed is number 1, 185 miles an hour, 186 miles an hour, 187 in the turn number 1. There's the view from the in-car camera. There's a look from Cole Deaver's perspective, the number 3 car. 3rd position behind William Brock and Jessica Shelton. And here comes Deaver. He wants a shot at Jess. As Beaver goes into turn number 1, 186 miles an hour. And as Southwest Cole goes into turn number 1, 186 miles an hour. Turn number 1, his last up over 183 and a half. Deaver won in Atlanta this season, looking for a second victory of the season here. Up ahead of him, Jessica Shelton looking for her third. And Phil Parker also looking for a second victory of the season. He won at Richmond quite back in the early part of the season. But here comes Harrison Ponder and Cat Matson, both of them hungry for victory, as is the 83 car, Stephen Colon, the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Oldsmobile. And Dylan Young, he's also looking for his second victory of the season. Dylan Pote, he's not won in a long time in the series. He'd like to get back into victory lane. There's a look at Poteet's car, that blue number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. He's got one of his buddies, Benjamin Miles, behind him, and following behind another Dylan Young. And Dylan Young's won many times at Michigan. And Cole Deaver just took the lead from Jessica Shelton, and just about coming back down on Dylan Young as the yellow flag flies for the third time here today. And it's Caleb Fogler and Austin Reed who has crashed. I think Caleb and Austin's both getting sick and tired of being wrecked every time you turn around. Amanda Evans also involved in number 33. Let's take a look at what happened to those three cars here, and it happened on the backstretch off turn number 2. And they got almost 4 wide off that second turn here, and Amanda Evans got the push from Cement Oscon in the 89 car. Gets into Ryan Brommer, stuffs Mike Becker into the wall. Actually, it was Austin Reed, though, actually, as well, too, in the 84 car, actually. And then Amanda gets a hit from the 10 car of Caleb Fogler. Nathan Ormond also involved in the 27 car. And here comes 11 car Noah Sewell. Just misses, and I think as does Laura Chung in the 88 car. I think she also missed. So an added driver definitely for both Laura Chung and Noah Sewell for missing the crash. Mike Becker drives away. I would imagine a little bit peeved underneath that helmet, under the helmet of his Pontiac. And then Caleb Fogler, I think, yeah. Watch Austin Reed. Watch how mad he is. Right in the Caleb Fogler. Just takes his frustrations out on him right there. As honestly, Austin's getting plenty sick and tired of being wrecked every race almost, or running badly, whichever. But Austin's out of the race, as is, and Jackson Hayward's out as well too. And Laura Chung in the 88 car, she's out of the race. There are problems with those two machines. It's a shame for Jackson Hayward because he had a really good car in today's event. Austin Reed out with an overheating issue, and Seth Cole he had problems as well too. He's also out of the race. Seth Cole, who was up there as well too. Problems with his machine has knocked him out of the race. So a couple of really good cars being knocked out of this running here of the Miller Lite 400. So Cole Deaver trying to hold him off to win here at Michigan. He's up in front here. Harrison Ponderson second. Green flag will be back out right after this. 31 cars left in this race, and 30 of them on the lead lap. And there may be a 4-leaf clover for some, but for one of those 30 cars here today at Michigan Speedway, if they can go on the win here today, and we will have 4 laps to go when this race restarts here. Can Cole Deaver hold him off? We'll find out. Harrison Ponder, he's pretty hungry for a victory himself as well too. Jessica Shelton, she's been on a hot streak. She's won twice in the last 3 races here, looking for her third this season. Dylan Young, he always does well here at Michigan. Can he get a win here today? Dylan Poteet's not won in a long time. He could pull off a comeback win himself. Green flag flies. We're back on way lap number 27 of 30 here at Michigan. got a good sound by Cole Demon's car from the back end of his machine there as he puts her in a high gear. And here he comes. He's about to get freight train on the outside here by Harrison Ponder and Jessica Shelton as they hook up to the left side. Dylan Poteet gets into his 94 machine. And the 55 and the 9 just pulls away from the rest of the field here for the time being here. Allison Rain not giving up as well too as they come down for 3 laps remaining. Phil Parker just mixes one to the number 5 car. And side by side for the top spot, Ponder and Shelton. And move Jessica to the top spot now. But here comes Dylan Poteet, 94. Has to back off just a little bit, the number 94 machine. Harrison Ponder slides in behind that red and white number 9. Harrison looks high. Shelton staying, keeping her line here. Harrison peeps down to the low side of the track here. Here comes Poteet to the low side, number 94 machine. 2 laps to go. Allison Ring is into it. Here comes Allison. She ducks to the low side of Poteet now for 3rd. And here comes Phil Parker, car number 5 to the low side. That Levi Garrett Chevy. He's looking for his 2nd victory of the season. Allison Ring won at Talladega. She's looking for her 2nd. And meantime, William Bruckman gets a thunder from this pack of cars as well as the 75 car of Quentin Moore. Zachary Fitzwater's into it now, the number 29 machine as they're all about fighting position. Kyle Matthews in there. Charles Sanford, Cole Deaver, who got shuffled back in the pack here. The white flag waves. 1 to go. Will it be Shelton or Ponder or Rain for the victory here today? Allison Rain dives low here on Harrison Ponder. That may be what Shelton wants to see right here. Side-by-side racing. And here comes Harrison Ponder. He's going to try to make one last ditch effort here, but I'm afraid he's too far back. Through turns number 3 and 4 now. Jessica Shelton, car number 9. Ponder again. Tries to make it one last push for the victory here. He comes to the low side now as they come out turn number 4. He's got to run to the low side of the track here, but he's not. He's going to fall just a bit short. Jessica Shelton wins the Miller Lite 400 at Michigan. It is Jessica's 3rd victory in the last 4 races of the season here as Shelton is now on a hot streak that she has been so famous for throughout her championship runs. And much to the competition's dismay, she is in victory lane yet again. She won at Dover, she won at Riverside, and now she wins at Michigan here today. The Coors Melling Ford, car number 9, does it here today. Average speed 111.109 miles an hour. And actually, my mistake, that is the 15th race of the season, not 16th, I should say. So it's the 15th race of the year here at Michigan Speedway. So, but anyway, it is Shelton, your winner here today. 2nd will go to Harrison Ponder. 3rd place will go to Phil Parker. 4th to Allison Rain. Dylan Poteet with a solid day for him finishes in 5th. 6th will go to Quentin Moore. Zachary Fitzwater 7th. 8th will go to William Brock. 9th, Kyle Matthews. And Cole Deaver, who led on the last restart, ends up finishing in 10th position. 11th to Benjamin Miles. 12th, Charles Sanford. 13th, Ryan Brommer. Dylan Young, 14th. 15th will go to James Henry. Stephen Colon, 16th. 17th will go to Cat Batson. Keith Batson finishes 18th. Cement Oscon with a nice top 20 run. He ends up finishing 19th. And Joshua Osborne will come home in 20th. 21st will go to Eric Monaco. 22nd to Nathan Ormond. Daniel Bouchard, 23rd. Daniel Voiles, 24th. 25th, Mike Becker. 26th, Amanda Evans. 27th, Noah Sewell. 28th, Colin Crawford. He's not going to be happy with his run on his team this season, or this weekend, I should say, at Michigan. Michael Whitman, 29th. Caleb Fogler, 30th. The last car to finish on the lead lap, and Matt Vasconcelos was the last of the cars to finish the race here today. He finishes 31st, 3 laps down. Cars out of the race were Seth Cole, Laura Chung, Rafaela Duke, Jackson Haywood, Austin Reed, Alexander Rowe, and Nathan Hudson. So that's your finishers here today at Michigan Speedway. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe. to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races. We got gaming videos. We got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Coles has to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Story Cell Cup series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of any of Seth's series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. By the way, the Duracell Cup series, current season of the Duracell Cup series is now underway, and it is is now underway. And for the season, so yeah. If you and also be sure to check out our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline. Those channels being the channel that does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup series. That's channel X867539-858X. That's Dylan Young's channel. Subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff, and also subscribe to ThrashMania899's channel for some cool stuff, including his series, the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series. So be sure to check it. So be sure to subscribe to those two channels for some good stuff here today, as well as this channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. So that will do it here today at Michigan Speed. For now, congratulations again to Jessica Shelton, the winner of the Miller American 400. If you like, for the Miller Lite 400, if you like to see, for the Miller Lite 400. And for now, this is James Cole. This is a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at the high banks of Daytona for halfway home for the season.